Ibu onye dike na El Shaddai. Ibu onye dike na Jehovah Nissi. Ibu onye dike na El Shaddai. Ibu onye dike na I'd like you all to stand on your feet. Lift your holy hands to heaven. Say something beautiful to this awesome God. Say something glorious. Say something wonderful. Tell him how great he is. Tell him how powerful he is. Tell him how awesome he is. Tell him how glorious he is. In Jesus' mighty name. Please sit. I shared quite a few revelations with us before the elections commenced. And I do not know how many of us that vividly remember the things I had shared as revelations. I said it is not about who wins the election. It's about whose name will be announced. Because that I see a different winner and I see a different person being announced if we don't pray. Did I say that? And I said if we also don't pray, that we might be having a repetition of what happened in 1993. How many of you remember what happened in 1993? What happened? What happened? Can I get somebody who is aware of what happened? Huh? No, it's not about Abayola. Something happened. The elections were cancelled, annulled. That was what happened in 1993. It was not about the election. It was cancelled. Was it not cancelled?
It was cancelled, sir.
It was cancelled. And there was an interim government. And I said, if we don't pray, we might be running into such kind of crisis where we might be having a cancellation of an election or annulment of an election. And we might be heading in for an interim system, which is not the will of God. None of this is God's will. None of this is what? None of it. None of it. In the state Abia, I said something to you. What did I tell you?
PDP is over in Abia.
I told you PDP is dead. That was the word I used. I didn't say it's over. I said it's dead in Abia. I told you it's finished. It's over. Did I say that?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear when I said that?
Yes, sir.
And I told you, I'm the spiritual gatekeeper of this city. You see this city? This city. It doesn't matter the height, the class of the pastor. A woman mmadụ niile ka ha na Chineke dị na mma. Ọwụ mmadụ niile ka ha na Chineke. Ọ dị ndị ha na Chineke a. Ọwụ mmadụ niile. Ọwụ mmadụ niile. And when those of us who by privilege of deep relationship with God tells you these things, now just know it's finished. Because we're speaking from a realm. What they have showed us in this nation is that they have political power, government power, but we will show them now that we have spiritual power.
Yes, sir.
There are all kinds of powers, and all power, all belong to God. But you see, he shared these powers to different sectors. We have economic power, we have political power, we also have judicial power. Yes, when a judge sentences you to prison, that's judicial power. When a judge sits down and says you are sentenced to death, the judge has exercised judicial power. When the president said you are no longer authorized to use the money you have, he has exercised his political power, his governmental power.
Yes, sir.
We also have spiritual power. And let me tell you, that spiritual power is not only to cast out demons. Now, that's what most believers feel, that the spiritual power is just to cast out devil and his cohorts. No. But to bring down every thought and imagination that has exalted itself against the knowledge of God. We have the authority to what? Bring it down. To bring it down. Look, we are like Israel that have been in bondage, or that were in bondage at that time for years. And now the time of freedom has come. And nobody will stop our freedom.
Amen.
Are you hearing me, church?
Yes, sir.
You have no reason as a Nigerian to be poor. Under the face of this earth, there is no reason why you should wake up and not have food to eat. Every prayer you prayed, God has answered you. There's no reason. In fact, if you choose not to walk, you should be paid. As a Nigerian, it should be a thing of pride around the world that you are a Nigerian. Blessed by God. All around. Human resources. This is the only nation that has the largest number of youths within the ages of 18 to 45, 48, 49. It's not like that around the world. It's not like that in UK. The reason why nations are giving you visas is so that you can come and take care of their old people dying. Because why? They don't have much young people to do that. We are over blessed. Are you talking in the terms of agriculture? Do you know the level of agriculture we have? Farmlands. Are you talking about crude? Gas? Name it. Iron, tin. Name it. Even here in Omaya, they are doing mining. And they are producing lime and all kinds of things. And this is spread all across. All across. Malaysia does not have 1/3 of what we have, but they are now first world country. How do you explain that? Singapore does not have 1/3 of what we have, and they are now first world country. Look at Dubai, United Arab Emirates of yesterday. United Arab Emirates is today among the first world country. Look at Qatar that nobody wants to go to because of the hotness of their weather. Look at Qatar today, is among the first world nation. Look at India that used to be the poorest nation in the world. The poorest. Nobody dares think of going to India. Now today, India has overtaken us. When you now talk of Nigeria, you are using Nigeria to compare countries that have, like Liberia, that have been raised with wars. That's the country they use now to compare us. Just because a group of old, wicked, selfish leaders vowed that we will never have freedom. We will never have freedom. Go abroad. Go to most of these nations that I'm talking about. The money they use to develop these nations are coming from this country. Money our leaders stole, and to put in their banks. And they used it to develop their countries. And look at you, look at I.